Hello, this is Carillion with part 2 of my brand new series, and this is going to be on the Eastern Roman Empire played at Legendary difficulty, and this will be the fun one. The reason for that is they get the same silly Imperial Allegiance double-bladed sword that we probably will never make use of, because with the exception of the Huns, we're just going to want to stop any horde coming around. We also have the economic powerhouse, which is where it gets fun, and this one works where the Western Roman one does not. So we get interest. Interest is incredible. We do want to try to save money every turn, even if it's just a little bit. So basically we're going to spend a few turns building, and then we're going to bottle. We're going to turtle up and just hoard money and attempt to keep a couple of different groups just happy. This will let us build huge amounts of money that we can then turn and build into ourselves. So we're going to build some cheap things that will produce money, like farms that do like sheep herds and stuff, so that we can make a lot of money quickly, and then that money will turn into more money. We're going to try to, if we have to, we'll throw out some money to the major groups to keep them at peace, and we're just going to hold our borders. So we also get tariffs, so we want trade. The best way to get trade will be to turn on the Western Romans, which we're probably going to do because, quite frankly, they're going to drag us into too many wars. Same thing with why we got rid of the Eastern Romans with the Western Romans, they just drag you into too many wars. And at Legendary difficulty, I mean, I'll have Jutes that show up in Constantinople. It's like, my goodness, why are you here? And it's not worth it. So we're going to go ahead and start. We are Greek Christian, which actually serves a purpose, so we are not going to ditch our Greek Christianity at this time. At least that is my current belief. We'll look at the churches. But I think in this one we'll actually stay Christian, because it actually does give some benefit. The Latin Christian's whole benefit is it grows. But we're skipping the video. It's slightly different graphics with the same text. We'll skip him as well because he basically tells us the same thing. Theodosius split you in half. You got the rich half, so good you, but you suck. Rebuild the glory of Rome. And which means we will have to take Rome. And we probably will early because Rome will fall pretty fast. Okay, we're going to skip that. We're going to again go straight to diplomacy because diplomacy is massively important. We have two nations that like us. We have 3 that are ambivalent. Abyssinia, we would really like to trade with you. Are you willing to trade with us? Okay. That would be really good. Are you willing to do that? Nope. Sometimes they're really happy with the idea of marrying you, and sometimes they're not. Sassanids, are you willing to do a trade agreement? No, of course you're not. How about we just toss you some money? Now, I will be tossing money at them, and the reason is, when we look at this, that adds plus 10. So now they're actually improving their overall liking of me. As long as I keep them generally happy with me, they'll leave me alone. And spending 1,000 gold to not have to spend tens of thousands on war is huge. Also, the Sassanid Empire has like a ton of dudes that join with them. So if they like us, a bunch of other people are likely to like us too. Can I get peace with you yet? We're also going to go through peace, and I offered you an arranged marriage. Can I give her to me? And I threw out $1,000 gold. No. We do need, I believe, to get peace with the Huns, because it really serves no purpose to fight them. Garamantians. I would love to trade with you since you don't hate us. Ooh, that's great. If you'll help give me some money, then that will help me with everything else I need to do this turn. Excellent. You're awesome. That'll also probably lower the chances of them attacking us, which is huge. The Gassanids really hate us. Why are they so mad? They're upset about me dealing with the Sassanids. Well, they can suck it, because Sassanids are way too important. Out of curiosity, can I get trade with you?
In time, two things always.
Nope, you're not gonna play with me. In theory, that low chance does mean there's a chance, but apparently not. Okay. Oh wait, we're not done. Western Rome. We would really love it if you would join the war against the Visigoths. Okay. What if you join the war against the Alans? Nope. How about, let's see, do you have a marriage that's worthwhile? She's fertile. At least I know she's good. So
we have long admired your powerful.
They want us to join a horde and pay us 1,600. No. But you know what we would really like is just to give us 1,300. Okay, how about you just give us 1,000? Okay. At this point, we are going to cancel our treaty for military alliance, which is going to upset them. They go down to medium. It's going to continue to plummet a lot, but that's fine. We will trade with them until they stop trading with us. And to be honest, a lot of nations are going to be like, oh good, you're suddenly messing around up with Rome. And so they will start liking us. Out of curiosity, are you willing to trade with me now that I've turned my back on Rome? No. Not that it really matters. Currently all my trade stuff is being taken. Trade really benefits you most when you have trade goods. And if we look at our trade goods, we're exporting 100% of all of these. And apparently we can export at least 40 of each. So that's good. So that's the diplomacy I wanted to do. So let's start looking at our long-term goals. Now obviously our first goal is just to turn 400. Survive. Should be straightforward. Get 5 mercs. Almost impossible. We won't pull that off. 75% in Thracia. I want to keep Greek Christian. It's not... I don't know if this is worth trying for though, because the cost of keeping the church there is a lot, and we're trying to save money. Codification of laws sounds good. 35% overall. Again, the churches are expensive, so maybe not. Get the Visigoths out. That should be a major thing that we'll try really fast. Get the Ostrogoths off. We actually just want to kill both of these factions off if we can, because again, hordes suck. They do. And are we at... I don't even think we know who the Ostrogoths are yet. We're not going by name. We don't know who the Ostrogoths are yet. You're not willing to trade with me, are you?
Two things always smell: fish and uninvited guests.
Oh, this is not
Speak
terrible.
quickly then, before I lose interest and my breakfast.
Yeah, I would have loved it for a marriage there. Trade agreement. The big thing is if we can get any of these treaties through with them, then it will make their, other guys like us more. So like some of these others may actually trade with us. Abyssinia. I'd really like to trade with you, but that doesn't look likely. Okay. So we have two hordes that start off at war with us, and they are both bigger than any of my armies. Even if I bring everything together, this army is in tatters. So that's a problem. So we need to... 3 turns. Still 3 turns. We need to build up forces, and all of the mercs in the area are gone. Now, they're going to probably sack one or both of those cities. Maybe come over to Skopje. I don't think they can take Thessalonica. So this one cannot move past that river. So I want to come over to like right here. I obviously don't want to be drawn into a war in Trimontium if I don't have to be. If I, can help it. So we'll obviously back up just a little. And then you're going to go ahead and raise a bunch of troops. Now together we have more than 20 units. They have 14 per band, right? So if we can separate them, we can destroy one at a time. Are we sacrificing a little bit to do it? Yes. Is it worth it? Yes. So let's just take a look at this region. This region is at 70% and going down by 2%. Well, that means I have to build like a church here to even attempt to get anything out of this. So if I build this, it would cost another 200 gold. Another 400 gold to do that. And then not really, 400 gold for plus 4 public order is just not worth it. Not yet. Now, so we're just going to ditch the church. Now, we're not ditching the church wholesale. We're ditching the church for now. This is an important distinction because every time I click one of these, we're getting hundreds more gold a turn in our regions. And those several hundred gold are going to be huge in making sure that we, can survive this. So you're gone. Did I skip a region? No, we had no churches there. We'll get rid of that one in Antioch. Now, if I can get it back in time for, before 420 and to at least keep the 35%, I'll try. There's no reason not to. But there are other things that need to come first. And religion is just doesn't need to come first. Okay, so I believe that has knocked down all of our religion. This place... we can get champions here. Champions are really good. And that gives a lot of bodyguards. Out of curiosity. Settlement, cities, towns, civic administration, city centers. See, Rome had a Rome got okay, so we're gonna put our sanitation there. We're not gonna build a whole lot this turn. We're gonna build food to get public order basically in hand. So if I build this, that would build 92 food. But it would not produce gold. This would produce slightly less food, but it would produce a lot more gold. So we're going to go with that. Do I want to build it here? Let's look at where order is the worst. Wow, it's so much better than the other one. Okay, Syria's pretty bad. What's killing Syria? Food. Would you believe food is a big problem? So this is currently making 34, and I'm down 46, so I need 80 in the region currently. That would produce 74. Cattle would produce 70, and it would produce more gold. Sheep would produce 45 and more gold. 48. I'm gonna go with cattle. And because we just want to produce food. Although, how much did this build? This gives 34. If I build 34 more food, it would have a dramatic impact on the region. These dye tubs, yes. So, let's just build... Oh, I can't build it there. Oh, that has goofed me up. Well, we'll build this cattle herd, I guess, since I've goofed that up. Now, we should try to save some money here, but again, the goal is just to get this taken care of. So minus 16, how much public order is that giving us? Negative 5. That's a big difference. So this region is getting how much from a fields? It's 34. So we're just going to build a fields. It's cheap, and we'll take care of that. Over here, we have food. What we need is sanitation, but I'll put that right there. Maybe I can put sanitation here, and then a guardhouse right there, or a capital. Or I can build two things here, which could be huge. So we're going to do that. We're going to come here. We're going to build our fields, and we're going to come... we already have fields here. Let's see, Iconium is safer, so we're going to build there. Let's see what we can build. You have local industry, which should just produce money for 940. So it would take 3 turns to start actually just producing money out of that. Although, out of curiosity, how bad is our corruption? Only 37%. I think in Western Rome, yeah, that's almost 20 or 15% less. Could do a rally field, but I don't really need to build here. Unfortunately, they don't have the guardhouse. That's the one thing that Rome gets. That Western Rome gets. It's like really cool is their guardhouse. We're doing pretty good with food, and we're going to produce more food. And we're going to put our sanitation right there. So I think local industry, even if we never raise or don't raise it up for a while. Although, to be honest, we get more food, more value from the food. So we're going to go with a sheep flock. We won't build anything there. Let's continue on and see where we need it. Okay, you are having food problems. Food problems are probably minus 3 public order. So right here, we're gonna put a field. That will produce enough food to get rid of that. That'll improve public order by 3%. Over here, still at 3,000. We have plenty of food. We don't need to touch that for now. Over here, we are massively low on food. This produces 42. The thing is, we're going to have armies that can deal with stuff. And I don't really want to build in Trimentium. I don't really build here because this is the frontier, which is sad. It's my capital, but it's the frontier. Okay, here in Ephesus, we have food. We'll put our squalor building there. I'm not going to build in this round, this turn. We need to build, we're going to not have enough food. We're down 60 food. This produces how much? 50. So we're going to build a fields right here. And we'll build a sheep flock? Maybe. We'll hold off. Oh no, this place I don't want. We need to do our governors here in a moment too, before we spend all our money. You have enough food, so I'm not going to touch you yet. You have tons of food. You have this awesome olive oil grove right here. They're amazing. Everything is bad with disorder in this region. I really don't know if I can wait a turn to build my waterways here. Okay, so let's look at our stuff, and we may build waterways there. Okay, you and you are both statesmen? Really? Neither of you is a general? Who's my king? You, I think, need to be a general. You are inefficient administrator, yet you suck as a governor. What does she do for you? Oh, she makes you suck otherwise. Well, you're just a terrible leader. Wow, you're just a terrible leader. This is my heir, who's old and unmarried. You're a political animal. That's good. You're untrustworthy, so you should not be a governor. That's bad. Okay, so you both need to become generals. That's awesome. Okay, you are a statesman. So let's look at our regions and see which ones need governors the most. We're going to go by wealth. So Thracia, Macedonia, Egypt, and Cilicia. We actually want Insula Orientalis, because this region is hard if we run out of why is there so much issues here? Oh, you're starving. You desperately need make sheep flocks, because I can't afford to have you revolt on me. So we're going to put a governor there, though. We've done stuff for your food. We've done stuff for your food. We did stuff for your food. Okay. Thracia, we have not, but we just can't, unfortunately. We are going to fix their plague next turn. Oh. We're not going to be able to put all our governors in this time. Well, we'll get to it. We're going to put them in the worst places. So Insula is going to get one automatically. They don't make the most money, but I don't want revolts out in the ocean. That's a terrible place to have revolts. So just because I want an army sitting there, and let's look at you. How good are you? You're a eunuch. That's fine. You're an administrator. You're great. How bad are you again? Untrustworthy. Plus 15% of current value. Both of these dudes are so terrible. Well, we're just gonna put you as the governor of Insula Orientalis for now. We can afford one more governor. You're a landowner and you're a patron. So let's look at patron. Plus 10% from culture. Landowner. Plus 10% from animal husbandry buildings. So we're going to actually make you the governor of Egypt. You two are not being... You both are getting to be generals. You both kind of suck at being generals, but you get to be generals anyways. So, first of all, my emperor is going to be the general of... See, I should just divorce him from her. She is so bad. Yeah, you know what? he's getting divorced. Okay, let's look at you guys and see which one. What do you get? You get authority. So I'm actually gonna boot you out because you would make a better one. I'm gonna put him in. Sad. You replenishment. That's pretty good. We'll leave you here. As general abilities go, that's fine. Now, we have a bunch of armies. I don't know if we actually benefits us to field all these at this time. So what we're going to do is actually merge some, because we don't need all this. Zill's not a huge deal for a general. To be honest, Zill doesn't do a whole lot for anyone. Cunning, though, is awesome for a general. So you, Flavius Abundiatus, or whatever your name is, you're going to go hand over all your army. Which is important because if the Sassanids decide to come say hi, this dude is going to do it. And then you can just get disbanded. Now this army is strong enough to hold Armida against pretty much anything. Okay, you, Flavius Caesarus. You have cunning. You're awesome. What about you? What do you have? You have research rate. And what about you, dude? What do you get? You are totally in the wrong line of field. Okay, so you're gonna come to here. He is gonna come and greet you. And he is... I think we're doing it this way. Nope, that was the wrong way. So we're going to do that, and then he's going to walk back to here to defend the region, and you are going to force march down to replace this guy over here. Now, we didn't save any money this turn, which is sad. Much like the Roman one, we're going to be starting to get up to here for that upkeep cost reduction. Save money. The more we save, the more we make, which is a hilariously good thing. Okay, so we have 2 to protect here on against the Sassanids if we have to. We have 2 up here that are going to be dealing with hordes, because hordes are coming, and we'll end up probably dropping 1 army eventually in Mariaconopolis after we're done with these 2. And that's going to take some work. Now next turn we'll get an influx of money from the church destructions, and we'll just have to go from there. Oh, we have our stuff. Let's see, what do we have? We have research rate for civic, which we're not doing, and plus 4 public order. I would kind of like the public order, but I don't care about the civic rate. Religious influence, so we could become a religious. We can improve the tax rate, that's not bad. Growth in food production. We're going to go with growth in food production everywhere. It's not the most ideal thing, but growth is important, and food production does wonders. I cannot actually do another one because I refuse to put the dude who does corruption in. And so I need to make him a general, basically. I need to make my emperor a general. Oh, they went to Sculpey, and they stayed by each other. Now, we're going to fight this, not because I think I have any chance. Obviously, this is a ridiculous amount. Oh, they do have onagers. They both have onagers. We're fighting this just because we need to weaken them. And if I don't fight it, I'll kill 20 dudes. If I fight it, I have the chance of killing several hundred. And that's an important distinction. If we can kill a few hundred instead of 50, then it's totally worth it, because when our armies show up, they're going to be able to have a lot more. Now they stayed together, which means I'm not going to be able to take one out next turn. But if we have to spend 2 or 3 turns building and dealing with them sacking 1 or 2 regions, or even raising a single region, hopefully not more than that, that's still a lot better than rushing in and just dying. Because we can deal with a lot of this stuff. We can deal with the archers, we could deal with them, we could even deal with the pikes, but these dudes would wreck us. So I really want to kill the onagers. That is a high thing. Now they're probably both coming from the same general way. Oh, they've split in half, it looks like. Which means we're gonna set up right here. And just really hope that the other army doesn't come from directly behind us. Our base cities do not get archers in the garrison. Gonna do that. Where is the onager? The onager is not over there, which by necessity means the onager is over here. Okay, you're gonna come over here. We have a barrier. What would make our life easier? We're gonna put this right here. Makes it a little harder for that group to come and take the city center. These guys can do it. We're gonna start the battle. We'll go to really quick speeds. You guys are gonna go into loose formation. We're gonna let them come in a bit. Where are the enemy reinforcements? Okay, we need to get that onager before the reinforcements come. Oh! No! Well, that's annoying. Okay, get back here. That's terrible. They came in behind the onager. Now we are doing damage to them here, not a whole lot. 8 caps, pretty decent. These Gothic levy are getting worked over. Go all the way to the map edge. Now, these guys will probably just destroy my dudes. So, these guys certainly will destroy my guys. But we just need to hold as long as we can. Okay, you, I'm just going to put you in Tetsudo now. Good, they charged the cavalry in. Okay, you come kill this onager. If we can get both onagers, it would make me a lot happier, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that. Yeah, this first unit is getting crushed. Really? They're wavering? Why ever would they waver? Okay, how many did you kill? 21. They're already up to 16, 17, 18. Oh, we got to the onager. We need to totally kill it off. Kill everyone. Kill them all. Kill this onager. How are you doing? Up to 42, and most of the death is probably, I'd say, a lot more death is probably coming from this right here. You know, you guys might as well charge back in. For all the good it will do. Now once we're done with this onager, we'll go and fight us some archers. They're like, oh, maybe we should turn around to fire at these guys. Too late. Too late. We need to hurry up. Kill them all. Kill him to a man.
Our men are breaking up.
Okay, you get out of get into close formation and come rock their world. We have to just trigger their skirmisher tactics, which that's great.
Enemy units have returned to the battle.
Now we just have to see if we can kill off one or both bow units. Does not look like we're going to kill off both bow units. Come back to this one. Get out of there. Excellent. Go into these guys. Okay, we got rid of that. We're gonna lose this dude here, but see if we can get by him to go do one more charge on these. Nope, we didn't make it. It was a decisive defeat, but really we were outnumbered by stupidly large margins, and we killed off 700 of them. We took out both onagers, we wrecked several archer units, although not in this army, and they're not going to be able to reproduce those armies very easily. The AI doesn't let them rest when they're in my lands, and if they did, I'd just come hit them, not let them, you know, recruit anyways. So they're not going to recover these units much. There'll be some that are recovered, a couple percentage points, but these garrisons are so small they're not going to get a lot of recovery from garrisons. Now if Etsy took the city, that would be different, but chances are they just sack it. I think it's like an 80% or an 85% chance or something stupidly high that they just sack the region and walk away. Or sack it repeatedly over and over again. Okay, so what do? Yeah, they sacked it. Ooh, they did actually do that. Huh. Oh no, why, Sassanids? Why do you do this to me? I'm gonna move into a... If he attacks Edessa, I might be able to stop him. Yeah. Come on, Sassanids. We can be friends. We can be buds. There's no reason for us to be angry with each other. Okay, you're gonna get here. That goes like that. I kind of think I should make my... He's a leader. He's not, but he really needs to be. I also forgot to do all this last time. Become a military count. Become a military count. Become a military count. Become a military count, because we need master of soldiers. Okay. You... I'm gonna boot you for my general. You're getting booted for my king. who really needs the stuff for being. You are going to be disbanded. We only have 22,000 to play with. Most of that is going to be going into building these waterworks in every region. You can't build yours yet because you have to get that knocked down. Next. You can have your waterworks. Next. You can have your waterworks. Now these are great. They provide some public order bonuses. They fix up a lot of the regional issues. I can't build here yet. They can well, I did destroy their onagers, but they might try to come back. Of course, Thessalonica's in the same state, but there's too much of a chance of plague here. Every region is bad. Down here, have that as well. Over here, we can't do it yet. Oh, that needs to get trashed. Have your waterway. Then food will have to be built up after that. Over here, it needs to get knocked down so I can do it. Can't do it here yet. Over here in Tarsus. Tarsus can have olive trees. I'll have to build that next. We need the waterworks. And Kira, build my waterworks. Can't do it there. Make sure we're building it everywhere we can. We don't want to build it here just because they're coming. The hordes are coming! The hordes are coming! Okay. You. These hordes are, I think, are supporting each other. I am just going to bring you to here, where you will build up more troops as well. Now, did I get any mercenaries in here? Excellent, have some archers. What about you? Now that they attack us in the city, can they get to us? They cannot. They could get to Treminium. That army is really strong, though. This army could probably get to there, but I doubt they could get to Treminium. So they both can't get to either of my forces, and my forces are building up quickly. I can't tell if he's. I don't think he's recruiting. He's down to 12 units. He's down to 13 units. Okay. So, let's look at diplomacy and see if there's anything we can do to maybe make people a little happier with us. Sassanids. It's improving. We're going to hope that the continued improvement means that they're not going to fight us. That may be a futile hope, but it's the hope I'm going with. Now I have 5,000. I can use that to build up stuff. Okay, where can you get to? You can get really far. You can get as far down as Emesa, which isn't a mess. Wow, that's an unhappy region. Why are you so angry? It must be food. 13 points of that is food, yeah. I can't build another fields until that gets taken care of. Should have built it there in Terrace. Okay, I want to put you in Edessa because it's a stronger position. If they attack in Amida, it'll weaken them, and it'll be easier for this army to do something. Because they've come out this far, I am also going to build up my forces. After this turn, we'll get the improved garrisons a little, and that'll help. So we're saving 3,000. It's not a lot. So there are things I can build that would make money. So if I bought sheep here, this is rich, right? No, it's good. First of all, let's see who's still having food problems. Thracia. We're gonna build the fields here. This region is safer, so I'd rather build food there because until I can plant an army in this part, it's just in danger of getting destroyed. Syria. That won't fix it, but it will fix most of your problems. Dardania. Not really worth fixing up anything in this region until I've dealt with these hordes that are sitting on it. So we're going to save that 2,000 and we're going to assign provincial governors. Yes, that we're going to do. So what regions are rich? We have Thracia. Putting in one in Thracia would be good, but not necessarily the best option. We have one there. Macedonia. Putting one in Macedonia would be excellent. Cappadocia. That would also be good. So let's do that. Thracia, Macedonia, and Cappadocia. I can only do two. So you will be Cappadocia, and you will be Thracia. I'm gonna plant an... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, well, whatever, it works. I wanted Macedonia. Does it matter? It does. Do I have a dude here that I would rather pay money for? Not really. So I'll just live with it. I should get another Imperium in the not too distant future. And that saves us money for not having to buy anything. Cappadocia. This produces 120. That produces a lot. Egypt. Egypt is rich. If I build these here, it produces 750. I can build 2 of them, and he gives an extra 10%. I'm gonna do that. We need to start build. I think that's worth doing. Okay. We have no money to put into our interest. We get like 2 gold out of that, but not even a gold, maybe. I don't know, whatever. But it is still kind of worth it. Okay, Cappadocia. Go with food production and growth. And then Thracia. This is actually good because you need food. That will... Between that might actually get rid of most of the food problems in Thracia. Oh, this is only going to produce 40, 60. It gets rid of half the food problems. Okay, let's see what horde wrecks us this time and where they do it. He's going down to Dyrrhachium. Okay, once again, we're going to fight this. We'll go ahead and fight it right now. our hopes of beating these hordes in battles is pretty minuscule. But if we can just wreck them a little more every turn, then it really does influence what they're able to do. And it makes it much easier for us to get rid of them. We have a garrison fleet. We're not going to bother to bring our fleet into this because actually just leaving them off by themselves as a morale boost is worthwhile. At the end, I might bother to bring them to shore so that they can kill one or two guys before they die. Maybe. We'll see. But if they're unhurt and sitting off in the distance, these guys will hold longer because they have unhurt units in their army. So we want them to have that leadership boost. Oh, they bought a mercenary dude. Huh. I wanted to buy the mercenary dudes. Okay. So, where can we set up that would be good? That is not a good point. So I'm betting that they enter the city through there and like there. So this is the best point. We're going to put a barrier right there to slow them down. We're going to put... these guys are going to be way over here, because why not? These spear are going to be first. Except I'm going to have them facing the right direction. Woo, look at the city walls. Okay, and we'll go into Tetsudo. They don't seem to have gone into Tetsudo. Okay, there we go. I guess it's a little bit better. And you're gonna be right here, and you're gonna not be in Tetsudo yet. We don't have archers. The archers didn't necessarily do a lot, but it was kind of nice to have them. Now, if they come around this way, we'll be in some trouble. I'm going to bring my cap out. Now they are going where I expected them to go, which is not really a surprise. This one is not. We have one dude who seems to not be playing along, so I need you to come over here. He may turn and go down this way, he may not.
Nothing remains of that tower now.
See, this is hilarious. They go and they do this thing where they attack this. I'm really tempted to charge them in the back. But we're doing enough damage. Okay, you know what? We are going to charge. Okay, never mind, we're not. So back up. That's kind of funny. You come kill these archers. This is funny. They keep breaking off of what they're doing because I'm coming. Oh, they finished.
The enemy is going for our general. Protect him.
Go into the studio because you're not actually. Oh, they sent their cap in, which is fine. We're still doing a bunch of damage. We're not going to get as much as I had hoped, but we did wreck these archers, and
The men are wavering.
Our scouts did a lot of damage there. 100
Our
plus
men
kills.
flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Not what I was hoping for, but okay. 120 kills. Not what I was hoping for, but enough for now. How many are you gonna get?
Our men
Not a
have
lot.
rallied.
You're falling apart. You guys, get back in there. Charge. Charge! Charging into a pike line is not very good.
The men are running.
We did not do as
Cowards.
much damage as I hoped to these pikes. But we did mess up these guys quite a bit. I'm gonna go ahead and concede defeat, and hopefully they don't actually finish off that tower. So we'll end the battle. This time they did not lose nearly as much. Our lines did not hold up very well. These guys are looking much more wrecked. They took quite a bit of damage. We messed up them, did a little bit more damage elsewhere, and every time they continued to lose more than what they're going to be regaining. My big show was the equites that came in. These guys apparently got a good charge on my equites. Equities, not equites. Okay, let's see what the other half of the horde does. And then the Sassanids. I'm really hoping the Sassanids don't actually attack. I just don't really want to put the money into paying for armies to defeat them at this point. And the problem is they don't accept peace very easily. You have to go and beat up their lands. Is this worth fighting? Not really. So I'm just gonna auto-resolve. They're not gonna have enough to do anything. Now, the question is, can these two armies get to him this time? Because they have separated. Oh no, they moved far away. How did he get so many units? He must have bought mercenaries. Dang it. Okay, the Sassanids backed off. Excellent. So this is going to conclude our first video on part 2, the Eastern Roman Empire, as we once again seek to regain the glory that we lost from our first campaign in Rome. Now, like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know below. I will have played quite a bit further ahead by the time you see this, but I would like to answer anything I can. So, talk to you later. Bye.